What's up, baby? What's up? What's up? What's up, baby? What's up? What's up?
Hi, I'm Alli.
Hi, and I'm Andrei.
And we're here live from Japan.
Yeah, we're on a little trip.
Yeah, we're on our baby moon.
Yeah, so the audio quality is not as great. Sorry about that. Doing this on little portable microphones.
We just got these microphones because we're like on the go a lot and I wanted to be able to record, and it's low-key killing Andrei.
I reserve the right to decide that this is not a releasable episode.
Okay. Well, that actually brings us to some of what we may talk about today. So if you're new here or if you're old here, a little reminder that we are a couple that did a podcast on Love is Blind and then decided to transition that podcast to talking about our journey having a baby.
Yeah, and we're expecting a baby from the point we're recording this in about 5 months.
Yeah, I'm 18 weeks right now.
Yeah. Although who knows when. We're probably going to be releasing these a little bit later, so
Yeah.
by the time you're hearing this, we might be significantly closer to having a baby.
Right, we learned from Love is Blind podcast that, like, let's just have a bunch of episodes banked and then we could release because life gets chaotic. Yeah.
Definitely.
So if you like this podcast, please subscribe, follow us, leave us 5-star reviews, all the things.
Yeah. We don't have anything to point to yet. As in, they're liking and subscribing, but we don't have an Instagram.
Who knows by the time we release?
We don't have an Instagram or a name to this podcast yet. Although it is, I think we're loosely calling it What's Up, Baby?
What's up, baby? Yeah.
Okay.
Like, what's up, hot dog? That's a comedy bang thing.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
I've never heard that one.
Yeah, we're just kind of talking through what's on our minds as we're going through this. So, yeah, we're here. I can give maybe a quick little body update on my end.
Sure.
Yeah, I feel like if I were listening to a podcast, I'd want to hear that. Body pretty good this week. Haven't had as much heartburn as I was having. Still feeling fatigue, but also now we're in Japan, so jet lag is surely contributing to that. It's just a question of how much. Unexpected bonus of the fatigue, I was able to sleep better on an airplane than I ever have been, which was
nice.
awesome. Downside of fatigue, you can do that and still be tired. And yeah, just adjusting to body changes. I'm starting to get more of a defined bump. It's still a little bumpette, but that helps. And I feel like I've just been sort of, if not comfortable in my body, at least more like it is what it is.
How does it help?
Because it feels like there's a baby growing in there and not just I'm getting bigger, but still this weird disconnect from the whole pregnancy experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Last time we talked a lot about body image being a tough thing for me, and it's still there, but it is in some ways helpful that it's just a bump.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, there's something growing in there.
Yeah. We're reaching, what was it, the weight of a hamster?
Something, yeah, I think it was the hamster according to my app.
Which honestly is surprising because I thought we were at like avocado size.
Like a week ago. I know, she's really growing.
I know, but an avocado to me feels heavier than a hamster.
Really?
Having been the happy owner of a hamster in my childhood.
Okay. I had a guinea pig.
Those are bigger.
I had 2 guinea pigs.
Those are much bigger.
Are they? Okay. Well, she's the size of a hamster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cute. Probably less furry than a hamster.
Hopefully. Although, isn't she like growing her little peach fudge? That was a couple weeks ago, I think. She can hear us now.
Uh-oh.
So us doing this podcast will be making an impression.
She can hear us but can't understand us.
No, not
notably.
yet. Yeah, thank goodness. Yeah, how are you feeling this week?
Good. Constantly aware of how, we're currently on a trip that involves a lot of effort and a lot of hiking, and constantly aware of the fact that it's taking more of a toll on you than it is on me. And yeah, just thinking about your lungs having lower capacity and your energy levels being down. A lot of sources before this were like, second trimester, you get a boost of energy. And I know that that's something that you haven't necessarily felt. Or in fact, you kind of felt the opposite. So, yeah, just being aware of that, the fact that our plan to be here is difficult on you. Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, I definitely have the diminished lung capacity. We are on this hike, and the first day of the hike, we're on the Kamano Kodo, if that's something that inspires people, or you're interested in, even short of inspiration, I guess. And the first day is just short day of hiking, but it's very steep, and I just had to go slowly,
Yeah.
but still within the time limit that they predict, so that makes me feel optimistic.
Mm-hmm.
And I have been trying to exercise, but it's very humbling as someone who is very into fitness, to have just your body just not working the way you're used to it working,
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm doing okay. You don't need to worry about me so much.
Oh, you're not going to be able to stop me worrying.
Oh.
That's going to be a constant,
Well,
probably throughout.
a girl can dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on my mind all the time. And I'm thinking about the discomfort you have and the energy levels and all of that. And yeah, just being really aware of it, and in some ways mostly just because I want to be able to be supportive of it, and keeping it top of mind is helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's helpful.
Yeah.
So, should we talk about our relationship?
Sure. Let's talk about this, the big R.
Big R.
The big R.
I'm feeling pretty good about us this week. I think, the biggest thing on my mind has been I'm feeling like it's difficult to get you to record this podcast.
Oh, on a portable set, of course.
Well, but it's not just that. It's like when we're home, I don't know. I feel like I'm carrying a lot of the weight of getting this project going, And we didn't do anything last weekend, which is why I'm pushing us to record on our phone.
Right. But
and we were traveling and I was tired. There's reasons why. But it also, I don't know, I'm feeling like, I know that usually in our relationship dynamic, I'm the one who's like, hey, let's do this idea, and you help me execute it. But I guess I'm really feeling the weight of pushing for the idea. Yeah.
I hear you. I understand that. I think from my perspective, I need to prioritize your well-being, and especially like at a time, for example, last weekend, there were just a lot of moments where you seemed very low energy. To me, the last thing that I want to do at that point is to suggest that let's do this thing that requires attention and care for an hour. Because you pretty much everything we were doing, you were kind of expressing, I want to lay down. I'm so tired, and
tired.
like, but yeah, if you want me to push through that more and just be like, yes, let's do this, though, I can certainly do that. But yeah, I think especially last weekend, we were both coming back from traveling. We had both been traveling separately for the week for work, and I'd gotten back Friday, you got back Saturday, and I feel like most of Saturday was just you kind of catching up on your energy and sleep. And if I remember correctly, you slept a good chunk of that evening.
I think I did. I think I took a nap too.
Yeah. And then Sunday, I had a thing with my parents, where where again you were feeling kind of out of it too again, and ended up staying home. So yeah, I think I'm just very aware of taking up more of your energy, given that you're already an active person. So it's not as though like I'm in the state where you're like constantly sleeping, and then I need to kind of be like, let's go on a walk or something. You're exercising, you're lifting weights and going on Peloton rides, and so you're physically doing a lot and still working 2 jobs, may I add, which are both very, very stressful. So I see that as being a lot of load on you. I think it would be very different if you were like not doing a whole lot, and it would be, I could then feel like I'm suggesting activities for us in order to kind of get you feel active. But I feel like most of the time I find myself in a position of having to be the counterbalance to your drive, which is to say, I think you need to rest. I think you need to relax for a little bit. I think you need to lay down. Because you tend to not do that of your own accord. I think you often I think you feel just inclined to do more things rather than take a break. And yeah, I feel that urge to remind you that you need to rest.
So what you're saying, I think, and tell me if I don't have it right, is that it's not that it's not on your mind to do this, but that you see me as, it's almost like you don't know how to act because you see that I'm doing a lot, and I'm either doing a lot or I'm tired.
Yeah.
And in both of those circumstances, you don't want to do what feels like an imposition and be like, hey, let's do that podcast up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And again, it would also be a different thing if this podcast were the only times that you and I like checked in and connected. But we do that pretty constantly. I think something that's really awesome about you and really special about you is that you do like to kind of reminisce and to kind of call back to like, why do you love me? And like to tell me or like ask me about things. And I like to do that too. I like to remind you of the reasons why I love you and vice versa. And we check in about the things that are difficult. I think for the most part, when you and I encounter pretty much any sort of bump in the road, even if we take a second to process it on our own, we then bring it up to the other person. We don't do a lot of like shutting it down or whatever. We don't like, we don't just like, I don't know, ignore a thing that we've encountered that could be a potential obstacle in our relationship. I think you and I are pretty good about talking about it pretty
Connect the dots
proactively.
for me on how this is connected to what we were just talking about.
Just in the sense that, like, I know we thought about the podcast as being a place where you and I kind of have these like connection moments, like couples therapy in the open. And I guess what I'm saying is that like I don't feel that as being the need, you know. Ultimately, I think there's let's be honest, there's a part of you and I that are performers, and I think about our podcast as being more that, as being like an outlet for our creative energies, as opposed to being an outlet for our relationship check-ins.
Yeah.
So as a result, given that you and I, again, we're busy, and on top of that, do quite a few creative things together already, that sometimes the podcast can take a backseat to the rest of life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear that. I think you're right about a lot of what you're saying. Like, we do check in a lot, and there is an aspect of this podcast that's like us being creative and not pure relationship check-in. I do think it's a longer check-in, and that's especially when things get more complicated after the baby's here as we're building up. I mean, you and I are in a pretty good place right now, but I could see having this be an important part of our week, so I like the idea of having that structure put in place.
Yeah.
And yeah, I also I don't know, it's important to me that we have creative things together, and I guess I'm feeling like we don't have as many of those. We host trivia, and we're going to be doing this improv night, but that's like 2 nights a month, and I'm worried that we're going to lose that. It is important to me to have, I want to set a goal of doing this once a week. It's not going to be possible every week. I get that, but you're right. Like, if you're seeing me tired or overextended or something, I can absolutely understand how you'd be like, well, the last thing I want to do is suggest this right now. And I can't say for sure how I'll feel, but I think right now I'm feeling like I'm also almost in the same thing. Like, I'm dragging your feet, so that makes me less inclined to suggest it. So I think maybe try suggesting it, and maybe we should both try suggesting it. And if we're down, we're down. And if not, we set a time. How does that sound?
Sure.
We could at least try it.
I'm happy to schedule it.
See how it goes.
Yeah.
We probably can't have a consistent time week to week because it's just not how our lives are. But I could see if it's like Friday night and we're like, we want to record. And then we're too beat saying like, okay, but we're going to record tomorrow morning or something,
Yeah.
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 Also, I don't know if you can read in my eyes, but I am panicked about our sound levels.
I can read that in your eyes. Do you want to have this be a shorter episode, babe?
Possibly.
Yeah, okay.
But, there is one thing, by the way, that is an important reason why you and I haven't recorded a second episode so far. I have to admit, it is the fact that we've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy.
We have been playing a lot of Final Fantasy. I know.
And that's not on me.
Well, I think maybe we're getting a little lazy, and maybe we can swap a Final Fantasy night for... I don't think that's all on you. I acknowledge that's on me too.
You just love that game.
I love watching you play that game. They just really released the second part of what will be 3 parts of the Final Fantasy VII remake, and I used to play that game a lot when I was a kid, so I've been really enjoying watching Andrei play. But yeah, I think it's sort of like when we were watching a lot of TV, like, it's easy for me to slip into like, okay, I'm just becoming boring, I'm not being creative, like, this sucks. So I'd like to set the goal. And maybe we do it the first night of the week so we can relax and game the rest of the week or something.
I have a strong feeling that as soon as we finish this game, we're going to probably pause gaming for a while, in that sense, because we're putting in a lot of hours.
We've been playing that game a lot. It has been fun, but
yeah.
Well, how are you? And by the way, that we are in our hotel in our trek, so you might have heard some people walking past back there, which is probably only heightening your sound anxiety.
Honestly, the sound anxiety has less to do with the background noise and a lot more to do with the fact that when we get quiet, the sound just kind of goes away.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's like when you record a voice memo for somebody and then you listen back to it and you're like, oh, you can't understand a thing that I'm saying in this. It happens a lot with voice memos I send you, I find.
Well, do you feel like you want to pause then? And
not necessarily. We can keep going a little bit. We have a long day ahead of us. 4 hours of hiking. And that's our short day.
8 to 9 hours of hiking tomorrow if we do the full thing.
Yeah.
Is there anything on your mind?
The only thing that I can think of that we haven't really like talked about is the idea that you said that if something ever happened to you, that you would want your friend,
My best friend,
to have first dibs at going through all of your things in order to hide anything from me. And to this day, I have to admit, at first I was like, that's funny. And then the second was like, what are you so afraid of that I don't know about you? Like, that part to me seems surprising.
yeah.
And it always has been very surprising that you're like, that you think there are aspects of you that I'm somehow not like aware of. Where it feels like we're pretty involved in each
We
other's
are.
lives. Like
We are.
yeah. I can't think of you opening a drawer and finding out something that
Of yours that I wouldn't know about.
yeah.
Why does it bother you?
Huh?
Why does it bother you?
Because it feels as though there's some aspects of your personality or what have you of your history that you think would somehow change my opinion of you. And it baffles me to think that there is anything, first of all, that I don't already know about you, but that there are things that you think would affect the way I think about you.
But so you find it baffling, but it sounds like it's more than that. It sounds like it bothers you.
Well, I don't know if it bothers me because I have no idea what we're talking about, right? Like, I'm talking about a void. I'm talking about a thing that, like, only you can make the determination, but it seems that you've made the determination that it would bother me.
And to be clear, it's not like I have some specific thing in mind that I'm like, Andre can't know about this. It's more like I don't even know all the things that I have.
But we just moved.
What could it be?
Surely you've gone through all of your things.
Like, I don't know. What if you found out I like collected my toenails from the time I was like 10 years old in a bag or something?
First of all, if I found a small bag of toenails, I don't think I would immediately make any sort of connection and be like,
Okay, if you found a small bag of toenails, maybe you wouldn't think that, but wouldn't you think like Allie's a maniac?
no, I don't think so. Do you collect toenails?
I don't, but like this is the anxiety I have, is that like what is all the weird stuff that I've done that I don't even remember that I've done it, that you're gonna find out.
I mean,
leaving
okay,
you with all these questions that you'll never get answered
I'll
because
put
I'm
it this
dead.
way. We had movers who packed all of our things.
Yes.
You had zero anxiety, seemingly, about letting all of the packers pack everything.
Because I knew I would be unpacking.
Sure, but they packed. They had to grab it out of a drawer.
Well, yeah, but they're not in love with me and dating me. I don't care what they think of me.
Okay, so
yeah,
so it's judgment that I would have, but not a packer would have.
Right,
a stranger
I need
wouldn't have
my reputation to be good for you.
This does call to mind the moment in which one of the movers was moving one of you have a safe,
and
as they were moving, the safe opened.
That's not a very good safe. That safe,
and they came up to me and said, like, the safe opened and there's stuff in there. And I was like, okay, that's fine.
Get rid of that safe.
I mean, I'm sure we could use a safe.
Right. The deal with the safe is like, so when I was a kid, my sister would come into my room and take shit. And I was really bothered by it. So I told my dad I wanted a lock on my door. And he didn't want to give me a lock, which I guess I can understand now that I'm an adult. But his solution was to give me a safe, which was not really a good solution because she was taking things that were too big to fit in the safe. But anyway, so it's like almost like this time capsule. It's like CDs from when I was like 13, and I think like Winnie the Pooh underwear is maybe in there.
The only things that I had to put back into the safe for the movers was a thong and a VHS tape.
Oh, I know what VHS tape that is. Okay. It's a naughty tape.
A naughty tape. So
I actually wouldn't be bummed if you found out I had a naughty tape, which I guess you did find out. I don't know. It's almost like an identity thing for me too.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
well, okay. Can I bring, like, you're saying that you're like, I don't know what I have that would bother me. But the reason it's on my mind right now is that as we were packing for this trip, I was consolidating things into one suitcase. And I said, do you want me to move the things from your small suitcase into the big suitcase? And you had to pause and think, do I have anything packed? Meaning you had recently done this packing that you would be afraid of me to see.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a deep psychic vulnerability. I don't have anything for you. I mean, I get that it bothers you. It sounds like it bothers you because it feels like I'm hiding something from you.
Yeah.
And
it feels like it's a specific thing that you're hiding.
It's not, though. It's more like an identity thing of like, listen, one of the things that I've always loved about you is that I feel so not judged by you.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And in fact, like, I've had so much judgment in prior relationships. It was just so liberating to feel like I can just be who I am, which is like pretty on it and a little sloppy sometimes. Like a little bit. Like not much. Just more like, okay, I might have some like casual substance use or something that I want you to like be chill with. And I'm also going to be like an upstanding member of society that's like going to go hike in Japan, you know? And you've been, so it's, do you want me to say that you could be the first one to go through my stuff?
No, that's not the thing I'm looking for here.
What are you looking for that will make this better?
I don't know. I think I just like, there are, in the day by day, there are many, many moments, if not most moments, where I feel like I am like we're fully transparent to each other. Right. Yeah. And so there's just like been like just a couple of instances in our lives where you like suddenly go like, this is opaque. You can't look through this.
Yeah.
And it's surprising.
I have a thing.
Uh-huh.
You know, in Bringing Up the Day, where she talks about like the concept of a bêtise,
mm-hmm.
like this little thing that a kid can do to just be a little mischievous or something.
Uh-huh.
I think that's what it is for me. It's like sometimes I want to go like sneak some granola and I don't want you to know about it. There's not some reason. It's not like a judgment thing. It's more like that's my little bêtise. Like that's my little mischievous stuff.
So you think I'd find a granola bar in your nightstand, or?
Yeah, but I don't know. It like makes me feel a little mischievous and sneaky, and I kind of like it.
Okay.
That's the best I can give you.
Okay.
But if it sounds like, well, you said that you're not saying I should switch the order to be you than my best friend. Practically speaking, that might be how it goes down because my best friend can be a little unreliable. But I don't know. There's I guess I need to know how much this truly bothers you. If it's like truly something that bothers you, then I will work on it. If it's something that you're like, but you know, okay, then I think give me my bêtise.
Mm.
You know?
It's a good question. I want to say it doesn't bother me, and at the same time, it's been on my mind since you mentioned it about the suitcase thing.
As soon as you brought it up, I was like, oh, I know what this is.
And yeah, I think it. So I'll put it this way: being fully transparent and open with you, I do that with the sort of like trust and reliance on the fact that we're like how do you say this? There's like some mutually assured destruction in the idea that we're both fully transparent with each other.
Uh-huh.
Like, I can be fully reliable, like fully open to you because I know that you're fully open to me. So it is, I think that's the thing that pauses me. And then I'm like, should I be hiding things?
Huh.
Because I'm not, you know, like,
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah, I know. I believe you. I trust you. I think it comes down to the same thing for me. Like, if you have to let me know how important this one is, you know? Yeah.
This might be a future episode decision.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah. Because right now I hear you, but I like my bitties. But if you were to tell me like, no, Allie, this actually, it really does make me feel distance from you, and because you're saying it like you say it and you kind of laugh too. So it's hard for me to tell how much this is really, if it like is just in your craw or like if it really is like impacting you, you know? Because if it's really impacting you, I want to change something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's again, it's hard for me to know and hard for me to explain it because when you describe what you just described, like I understand that completely and like I get it. I get why you might want to have a thing that's just yours. And then I think the reason why you know, why it made me feel the way I feel is that it does give me some feeling that like I don't know all of you entirely that I normally do feel. You know, like in a typical situation, I think like I know everything about Allie and like we know each other very well.
Yeah.
And this is a situation where I'm like, but there are some things that I don't. Also, can I just say, completely off topic, some creature is crawling in the corner of our room. I think it might be a small worm or caterpillar. I don't know what it is, but I just saw it fall from a shelf and is now crawling.
I saw a pretty big spider yesterday in the onsen. I can kind of empathize with that. Like, I think for you, one of the things that makes the way that we love each other so special is that it's so all in.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I do feel that, and I can understand how it would feel like, but is she all in? You know?
Yeah.
And that I can work on it good. I understand. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I want you to feel safe with me, and I want the same from you. I love you a lot.
I love you a lot.
I love you more than what granola represents to my identity. Yeah. No, it's a serious thing at the end of the day. How much can you trust another person? And
yeah. So
shall we call it for today?
Sure.
See, this wouldn't have come up in a regular check-in. Maybe.
I think it would have.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that worm's making some distance.
Yeah, we're seeing that caterpillar.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, to be continued as we continue on this journey. Again, if you like this episode, please follow us, subscribe on whatever platforms we end up being on. Leave us for 5-star reviews. Yeah. And also let us know. I mean, a big part of why I had suggested that we do this podcast is because I feel like there's not, as someone who like, you know, in my pregnancy, all I've wanted to do is like consume the inner worlds of people going through this. And there's not really a lot of content that's really vulnerable and raw. So if there's things that you want us to talk about, then please say so.
Yeah, you know? Bring it up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, till next time.
Bye.
Bye.